Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Chrispy Divine, and it is time to talk about the Cloupor T5. Let's get down to the specs, shall we? The Cloupor T5 is a variable wattage device, okay? So basically what that means for all you noobers out there is that you can adjust the wattage only to fit the desired level of heat that you want to achieve the vapor that you want and the flavor that you would like and desire. Okay, you can go anywhere from 7 to 50 watts. So there's a ton of room in there to find that sweet spot, okay? And of course, different ohms, different atomizers, different tanks, etc., is going to need different wattage to achieve that yummy desired flavor and whatever. But you have plenty of room to play with it. So it has a range of 2 to 9.3 volts. Say it with me, 9.3 volts. That is nice right there. Don't you think? I do think. This can take an 18650 battery. You'll see in the close-up that you can see it down here where it's going to be put in, which is kind of obvious. You can actually build a 0.2 ohm coil all the way up to 3.6 ohms, okay? So again, there's a lot of wiggle room to find that sweet spot that you want. You know, some people like them high, some people like them low. Whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to find it on here. Love to be able to know that I can build a 1.6 ohm coil on a nice stripper and it works really, really well. And I do, and I have, and I will. So, baby, don't be afraid to try new things. The thing is super comfortable, and it is made out of 6061 aluminum. So it's very sturdy. It doesn't, it feels nice in your hand. It doesn't feel like it's just going to fall apart. However, I would not throw this thing around or try not to drop on the floor, because I can imagine this thing not handling that sort of thing. This isn't your MVP 2.0, people, but it is really, really comfortable to hold in your hand. One of the things that I love about this is that it is an authentic Cloupor chip, okay? So we've all tried the SX 220s and 230s or whatever. We've tried the Evolve DNA 30s. We've tried the the Cloupor's version of the DNA 30 by Evolve, but this is their own chip that they're working on. As far as I'm concerned, this thing, it performs very nice. Absolutely delicious. This one actually has, unlike the DNA 30, has reverse battery protection for all you people out there that are clumsy with your batteries, which thank God I'm so paranoid about doing something horrible, and I'm very good about that. But it's not going to hurt nothing if you do put it in wrong. Okay. Now let's talk about something that I've been bitching about for a week now. Okay. And I heard other people mention it, which was the battery life. Okay, battery life is so important to me. Okay, because I'm obsessed with full power. I really hate the idea of walking out of the house knowing that I may or may not have enough batteries or something to run out. So that's why, I always have a lot of them with me, and if I don't have a lot of batteries with me, I have fresh batteries or even stuff like this fully charged that I can use as a backup. So when I first received this, it went from 100% to like 91% in like 5 or 6 puffs. And it really just kept going downhill from there. And this happened to me for the first 2 days of me using it. So what I did was that I put in 100% battery, and I started using that 100% battery in different ways. High watt, right up there, 50 watts, the K-Fun at 20 watts, on stealth mode, without stealth mode, etc., etc. And what I found was the battery actually will last you because you don't necessarily have to pull a battery just because it says 30%, which in past I would totally flipped out and said, oh my god. But with this, you can actually vape it and vape it and vape it, and it takes its time, especially when it hits under 30. I mean, that doesn't drop that much after. So, for instance, yesterday I had 100% battery at 4 o'clock, okay? And I still rocked this until the morning. Right was I got home from work at like 1 o'clock, or no, 2:30, and it was at 8%. And I used it on 50% or 50 watts. I used it at 20 watts. I used it on stealth mode, off stealth mode. And I mean, if you think about it, I was like 8 hours, at least, no, let's say 10 hours yesterday on one battery charge, and then a couple hours on today. So I take back everything I said about the battery life. It has been very, very good to me, and I'm feeling more confident than ever. The charging element on this thing, when you charge it from using USB, takes forever, okay? So what I've been doing, just changing the battery like I would a mechanical. I can't wait that long. Now, not to say that I don't have enough stuff to vape on, but if I'm using this and I got my friggin' my favorite K-Fun on and I'm rocking it, I don't want to have to stop and wait 2.5 hours for it to charge. And that's how long it was taking, longer than that. So I basically just take the battery out, switch it out. I also have a fresh battery, so it's been working for me. So as far as battery life goes, I give it friggin' a thumbs up for now, because it has been pretty good. As I let it go and I didn't like focus on the batteries draining, because I would see the number and that would freak me out. So it's wonderful. It is really comfortable to hold. When I first took it out of the package, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, like how am I supposed to hold this? But then again, it's probably just as big around as a 26650 mod. I don't have one of those, so I can't say for sure, but I would think it is. You could definitely run those big 28 millimeter atomizers on here and it would look pretty cool, I think. Here we are, okay, up and close and personal with this bad boy. So let's take a look at all the features here that it has on this one screen. Well, first off, very, very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turns it off. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is the Matrix thing, whatever, which I was never really a big fan of those movies, so it does nothing for me. So here is the screen. Now, as you can see, it does read a lot of information, which is terrific, because we love information, correct? Alright, so up at the top here, you're going to see an actual number reading out the percentage of our battery, okay? We're going to talk more about battery life later. Over here, which I do not find that it helps me at all, but, it gives you the little diagram of the battery life as well, which, of course, when it's draining, it goes down and going down and down and down, whatever. Right here, you're going to read the wattage, and that is right here, which basically, you can adjust up to 50 watts. Down here, you're going to read the volts as well as the resistance. Right now, if you see here, I've got it set to 1.3 ohms, and you will not see the volt change unless you fire it. As you can see, I think that's reading out 5.2, or I can't see it, it's backwards, doesn't matter, you know what it is. So the volt will read here. Then here is an interesting little addition. You can actually have the degrees in Celsius right here. I believe this is 38 degrees, and it's very cool because this will, get it, no pun intended, this will actually shut down if it goes above or anything above 65 degrees Celsius. So it is a nice little feature. Here is your puff counter. Really, for me, does nothing, but it can be reset, I believe, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't even look at it. So as far as buttons, the simplicity of this thing is what's unbelievable. I mean, it is 3 buttons, 1 and 2, which you can't even see them. They fit right there. One adjust up, one adjust down, very simple. And then, of course, the button on the side fires, which you can tell it's firing by the change of the voltage. Down on the bottom, got a USB to plug into the wall. This is not a pass-through device, so if you plug this in, it is going to shut down everything else. You have 1, 2, 3 battery screws. Take this off and you open it up, and the 18650 battery is down there. And then of course you have these two vent for the battery. So so pretty simple. I mean, the design itself is very easy. It's nothing that's going to, you know, be crazy, but it is very, very nice to hold in your hand. And I'll show you one other feature as far as this goes. You have an adjustable 510 connecting screw here, center pin, which is gold plated, I believe, and of course you got the T5 Cloupor branding here. So I've only had to adjust this like 1 or 2 times, and it was really on one of the atomizers that it gives me a pain in the ass all the time anyway. So pretty much has fit flush and nice with all my other atomizers. So but yeah, so I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the design of this thing and the features on the outside and on the screen are beautiful. So let's bring it up to a regular view and we'll continue. I bought this from a company that is out in California, and the name of the company is Vapor Range. I paid $89 something with it. I got it here in 2 days. It was very, very quick. So I will leave their, you know, their address down below for their website, so you can take a look at it. Like I said, got it really quick. It was a nice one. You know, so basically that's where you want to go. One of the cool things about this thing, just like Kanger, just like Anakin, it will have the little thing that you could scratch off with the serial number, so that way you can make sure that it is in fact a Cloupor original. On September 16th, Cloupor has released, or is going to release an update on the firmware on this thing. So basically, you know, we could be looking at 100 watts on it. I don't know how good 100 watts would be on this 18650, but regardless, we're going to have it, so we might as well, you know, take a look at it. So yeah, this is the Cloupor T5. I hope you guys got a lot out of this, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do end up getting one, let me know. Tell me what you think. Make sure you check out episode 1 of A Vape Life, and episode 2 is on its way. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. I'd really like to see 300 subscribers at some point, and I feel if all my peoples out there that have been watching my videos and you know, checking them out could you know, share it on their page or do something like that, would be awesome. I will definitely get back on track and do some more giveaways at some point, but you know, money is tight nowadays, and just can't do it. But I will. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it, and of course, as always, stay fabulous.